Hi, it's Beezy. It is day 18. It's March 31st, as I'm recording this still. March 31st, 2022, day 18 of countdown of 40 days that I have in giving my notice to leaving the job and leaving this place and leaving a whole life. A whole it's a whole new life. It's a fascinating, um, fun, messy, seemingly disjointed, unrelated, and completely related and in flow, um, rebirthing, new birthing of me and who I am and my abilities and how I see, sense, and feel, and the energy that I carry and the energy that I emit, and um, it's been fascinating. It is fascinating. And every moment it continues to be fascinating. Some excruciatingly difficult moments, some really fun, light moments, some really very magical moments, some a combination of all those things all mushed into one. Everything is connected. I've been saying that for years, feeling that and knowing that, but it's fascinating how in this journey of transition and transformation that I'm going on. So this video diary, in essence, supposedly is, personal to me and my journey, and those wonderful beings out there who want to come and play and share. It's something they watch and look at. Yes. And and it's perhaps I'm like a lead in this particular transition and transformation, in this particular pivotal moment of transition and transformation, that we are all in, not just only those who are connected with me and watching, but those in all on Gaia and all in all sources, multiverses. Everything is connected, everything is related, everything doves together. Everyone, every being plays a crucial role in all that is unwinding and unbinding and all that is unfolding. And most pivotally, um, an essential role in building the new everything, new on this planet, new systems, new structures, new whole way of being and doing, how a new way of playing, new embodiment, right in the what you thought was the same old embodiment, and new in all of the levels and layers which encompass your multidimensionality, our multidimensionality. Whether the predominant portion of us resides in a higher, expanded consciousness level in that, and just a bit is down in this level where we are. Um, but we're all of those things. If you go, use the kind of pictorial with your hands to go up that way, as simply a very crude, rough frame of reference to give a visual for the linear mind to process, since it's still, depending on where you are in the widening of your consciousness aperture, it still kind of thinks in past, present, and future, and heaven is up there, and all that kind of stuff. Hell is down here where we're kicking around. um, but so big things are afoot. It's the last day of the first quarter, here, March 31st, and the new moon in Aries is tomorrow, April 1st. It's huge energetic. It's a particularly auspicious and momentous energetic, and what we choose to do with it, to make of it, to fully give our attention to honor and play with and expand and really let ourselves inspire ourselves, and all that we come into connection with in it will really color for each one of us just how spectacular you are, just how spectacular this moment that we are in and what we're moving forward to is. It's the first new moon in the, not only in the lunar new year, so the actual energetics of this year of 2022 has really just begun, back about 12 days ago on the spring equinox. So it's the first new moon in that, since that has happened, but it's the first full moon in the new earth, in the energetics where the portal, which was opened on the spring equinox, of the full energies, the full complement, the full grounded and embodied energetic and vibration within Gaia. And since, hey, no, we're on her back, us too. So it's the first new moon in the new earth, in the new vibrational landscape. That's some big energies. And that's a hard row to hoe against. If you're not liking those energies, if you're, rooting for the false construct to stay afloat. So anyways, that's playing a role. That played a role in today for me in stuff that I was feeling and seeing, in stuff I was doing this early this morning. It's a new energetic protocol that I've been being downloaded and trained in and bringing forward. And I had some of the founding members' families wanted to play with that. So for the last 4 weeks, almost 4 weeks, I've been doing that remotely, with them, on them, in their energies with them. And I did one today, just, because we're ending the first quarter, it was nudged to do it. And the visuals and the feeling and the videos, the being in it, are fascinating. And again, that's part of that thing that I'm mentioning, that regardless of what my mind may be feeling, or my linear heart, not the high heart, but the other, may be feeling about this whole journey I'm on, I'm completely different, and I haven't even gotten started yet. So I did have a hard moment today. I did have earlier this evening have a conversation with one of my friends about the possibility of her taking Rose, if that had to happen. And so that was interesting. And I'm approaching it that it will be, if that does come to fruition, or just in the actually act of having that conversation. And there's another one I need to have with another being as well, will be like a pressure relief valve, will be an ego mind, go out there and play in the road for a while, and let's not come up with these worries. Let's just focus on it absolutely, with high heart, fierce devotion and love and intention. Focus on what my heart's desire is, leaving no room for anything else but the magnitude of what that is. So that is what I'm playing with, in addition to other things, full on from here forward. And I got, actually had some job stuff to do today, but I had some big chunks of time, here and there, starting really in the morning, working on the business, working on some parts I need to fix or add, create, build on the website, and stringing things together where people who come in and subscribe, and how that flows through, and how the different sections of the website flow together, and how things work with, the different, as I'm putting more and more of them online, the different products and services and ways to work with me, to play with me, that are paid ways and play ways in that, they're like a testing. If I'm working on something, being asked to bring something forward, like this protocol I mentioned, ways that you can play and test, and then part of that exchange of value is giving feedback, and if there's things that come forward, maybe testimonials or those kinds of things. So a variety of those things. And today was actually really the first time that the chunks of time that I put in and the things that I was trying to do is something new I haven't done yet. So don't really have any familiarity, but I was starting, there was enough components of it I had to keep doing it. I was getting a little bit of a routine, and it felt like, and this is interesting because I've been building the site for a while and moving forward, but this today felt like it was my site and my business and my focus, rather than something I'm trying to get going so that I can get out of here, so that I can do this and that, and shoehorning it in. And yeah, still kind of had the shoehorning, but it felt different. It felt part of me. It felt, I'm not describing it well, but it felt different, and it felt good, and it felt important. Like I'm like in this transfer from March to April, from first quarter to second quarter, from the new moon energies, that I was stepping into being the energetic of the business and that creation and co-creation with people who want to come and play in that. Don't have words for it, but it felt very new, very different, very inspired and expansion, and something that energizes me, even if I get tired from a mental thing of what I had to figure out. So anyways, just a bit of an update video journal, and I do want to share just a moment of some of the things, just a very general overview of some of the things that I see coming in that I've been shown. This is a bit wider view, not of specifically just my journey, what's next in the bunch of days or the day I roll out of it, but what I'm seeing for us coming up this month of April, and in the next month or two. And it's interesting, I've never been nudged to do anything like this in this way. But the feelings and impressions, the downloads, the messages, the videos that I've been getting are very vivid, and there's a beautiful complexity to them, although a very straightforward, simple message, and that is that there will ultimately be, like you're watching, if we're doing a remote, for ABC Sports or something like I used to do, there'd be, the truck, and there's lots of different monitor screens there, and you're looking at different camera angles of different kind of stuff. And so we'll see really what I've looked at is we'll see 3 different view screens, 3 different views and video feeds that we not only can watch, but we are totally immersed in, depending which one that is. And that is one of real chaos and combustible energy, and not knowing what is, like, isn't there an adage that Laura's going to hell in a handbasket? So I'm not sure what a handbasket is, but that would be one Another is to be fully flowing in the energies of the new and the expansive, and not really even able to say that you know someone or has someone who's going through the other. And then the other one is one that is, you can see both, you are balancing both, because part of what your desire is as a soul, never mind anybody else, is to fully lock and integrate that balancing of the physical plane and the multidimensionalness of you, and balancing out for the other two views, we'll say, and strengthening that full integration for all of the energies and all that's coming forward and coming to fruition. So that's a little part of it. Another thing is that kind of an offhanded way to say it is that the masks, all the masks are coming off. And I don't just mean, the diaper on the face from that whole CV19 thing. All the masks, and the surprising reveals of the roles that different beings have actually been playing, and the perceptions of different systems and structures, or new purported systems and structures coming in, that will be being revealed, much to play out on the linear and the whole process we're going down on. But like I was describing, those three screens, TV screens, video screens, of not only that you're watching, but you're fully immersed in, is the bolder, brighter, stronger, and this screen is available for all, depending on what they're choosing to really focus on and walk through. The tube, in the tube in that TV, quote unquote, is liquid light, and it's just gonna supersede everything. It will, and it already is beginning to bleed through people and supersede everything, and supersede, take over, as in, just everyone will become a wash of light. And that will be one of the demarcations that happens. There'll be an underlay of those different things I was talking about, the more chaos and three areas, but we'll say the black hats have one plan and the white hats have another plan, and the light has another plan. And the bits and pieces that I've got they're wonderful to just sit and absorb and play with, and see how different parts of me go, whether it's my personal and this journey and transition and transformation that I'm on, but we will be awash with light. And all of this is happening, a way to might be put it is simultaneously, where we're going through these different things, but it'll just wash over us, and that will change everything. And then, anyways, this would happen, but the heart feeling goes, and then we surf and we play and we do the hard fun. When you're going out and you're playing, you're gardening, you're playing rugby or whatever it is, and you got dirt in your cheek and you come on, ripped shirt, and you're had a great time. The hard fun, the joyous fun, the expansive fun of absolutely unlimited and new creation, new bringing forward. So I end the first quarter on that. I end my video journal to you and with you on March 31st as we jump into the new moon and really cool, fun stuff. And I'm looking forward to tomorrow for you, for me, for all of us, and what unfolds and how we play in it and with it. I love you.